Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be prepping and spinning some wool. We are going to be doing my version of carding, which is not as effective as regular carding, but it is simple and the materials are cheap and it is fast to do. So what I have here is a blending board, and so I have some wool applied to it already, and then I just take some of my wool here and apply it like this till I have a decent amount. And then I will take my brush here and brush it so that all of the fibers on the blending board become aligned. And then once I have a full blending board, I take it from the bottom and I roll it up. And then I have a nice little roll lag or a bat that I can use to spin. And then a lot of the time what I'll do once I'm done with that is I will take this pick and I will go over a trash can and pick out all of the little vegetable matter that's left over behind. So now we are ready to spin. So now we will be taking this bat, and what I like to do is I'll take about a hand's worth and split that off, and then I have my spinning started already over here on this grate wheel or a walking wheel, and just take the top piece of it and I'm able to just spin a bit. Now I haven't really mastered the art of long drafting yet, so but I do love the noise that this spinning wheel makes as I spin. I find making it into a bat first helps a lot with maintaining consistency in your spin. Makes drafting a whole lot easier to get consistent, and especially with this gray stuff, it blends it so you get a bit more of a consistent color. Though typically it likes to make very beautiful, I don't know what to call it. It's not gradients, but almost mixes, even though this is a single. So the natural variety in this skein of yarn is going to be just and if I find a little piece of vegetable matter in it, I tend to pick that out along the way, which works better if you're in a place where you can easily sweep the floor when you're done. Kind of sucks if you're on carpet and then you have to vacuum every time. find that carding it on the blending board helps to reduce a lot of shorts versus if you just try to spin it without any sort of prepping. Well, now that I'm finished with that bat, I will probably put this on a time lapse till I finish off the whole bat, and then I will show you how I take it off the spinning bat. And that's it. So now I'm going to grab my, I don't know what to call it, what I'm going to wind the yarn onto. So what I have been using is this little basket thing because the sides you can kind of push in, so it makes it easy to get your fingers underneath to tie your strings to be able to take it off. Like, well, this one's kind of tied. It popped its tie. I just retie this, I guess. I can pull this one off. And then also what I like about it is that I have measured how far around it is. So I can know by counting how many times I wind the yarn around, these two know, how long of a skein I have wound, which I don't think I wrote down either of these skeins, so go figure. But I think this is like 120 yard skein. That one was white wool, and this is a skein of gray wool. Middle section is not the place to put it, I guess. And these are both spun as singles, which, if you don't know, singles are where you only spin it like I was, and then you just take it off. You could, to make a double, which is what most yarns are, you take it off, and then I like to skein mine, or put mine onto a yarn winder and make a ball. Here. This is the gray yarn. I don't know how well you can see it, but, and then the white yarn, and so I like to put it onto the ball winder, or wind it up into a ball in my hands doesn't work too well. I like to skein it up on the ball winder, and that way I can pull from the middle and the outside at the same time, and just skein up into a double that way instead of spinning a whole nother skein and then trying to get them to be the same length. This is a spot where I have to be the most gentle because it likes to snap a lot here. But I didn't load the spindle very full. Eat my words, I was gonna say, it's not, seems like it's not pulling too hard to break it, but sometimes I'll spin it back together, but other times I'll just knot it. It won't show up in the final, whatever I crochet or knit with it anyways, so. A lot of the time I'll just, depends on the wool, that was kind of a short spot, so. That was my fault, so I pulled too hard there. This spot. I can hang on to it. have it off of here, I usually use my leader here to be my first tie onto the skein. That way I know where my end is and I don't have to struggle in finding it later. There we go. Let's grab. Usually I like to put 2 or 3 strings on just to make sure it's held nicely. Cut these a little long, I guess. Oh well. There we go. And then just comes off of here. And there we have it. A nice, more of a dark gray and brownish skein of yarn. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed and will join me on my next spinning journey.